There's £50 up for grabs on the starting 11 app this weekend. Simply enter the FPLtips mini league and create your best 11 from Sunday's matches. It's free to enter and the league is public and open to all via the Browse Games menu. Or alternatively, you can enter using the code on screen now. Gameweek 5 saw a lack of clean sheets once again, and despite ranking first and second in terms of expected goals conceded, Liverpool and Brighton each shipped a goal. Alexander-Arnold produced 7 attempted assists against Newcastle, but it was Robertson who came away with the assist on this occasion. A late captaincy swap saw Sterling take the armband instead of Salah against an injury-stricken Norwich side. But despite firing 6 goal attempts, including one against the woodwork, and producing 4 attempted assists, 2 of which led to big chances, the Man City midfielder was unable to return points. Haller was unable to continue his impressive form against a stubborn Villa defence, but Pukki found his 6th goal of the season in the incredible 3-2 win over Man City. A score of 40 points was a fair way below average, and sees a huge fall in rank down from 495k to 1.2 million. But the wildcard is active ahead of Gameweek 6, and here's how the latest draft is shaping up. Nick Pope comes in ahead of a kind schedule for Burnley. They face only Chelsea from last season's top 6 in their next 9 matches. Only Leicester and Man United have allowed opponents fewer big chances than the Clarets this season. Alexander-Arnold and Digne have been by far the most creative defenders this season, leading the way for attempted assists and successful crosses, and as such, both are set to keep their places in the team. The Liverpool right-back has produced an average of 4.2 attempted assists per game, more than any other Premier League player. Alongside them, there could be a place for Aurier, who impressed on his return from injury in the 4-0 win over Crystal Palace last gameweek. Whilst his starting place is far from secure, the 26-year-old has vowed to take his chance and prove himself in face of competition from Walker-Peters and Foyth. A favourable schedule could make him a decent punt. Spurs host Southampton and Watford in the next 4 games. Heung-Min Son also comes into the reckoning as a potential downgrade from Mo Salah, with the intention of using those funds to accommodate 3 strong forwards in a classic 3-4-3 formation. Whilst the Egyptian has done little to warrant selling, Liverpool face 4 of last season's top 6 in their next 7 game weeks, which lessens his appeal as a captaincy option. Son has returned 2 goals and an assist since his return from suspension in Gameweek 3, and no midfielder has fired more than his 7 shots on target across those last 3 matches. Despite consecutive blanks against Brighton and Norwich, Sterling keeps his place in the team due to promising underlying numbers and a favourable schedule for Man City. He ranks joint top with Aguero for shots inside the box this season, while only Rashford has a higher expected goals figure. No player has created more big chances than Kevin De Bruyne this season, and the Belgian finally makes his way into the team following his rest in Gameweek 5. Mason Mount netted his 3rd goal of the season during Chelsea's 5-2 win over Wolves, and he ranks joint 2nd in the league with a tally of 8 shots on target. It's a tough fixture up next for Lampard's side, but after Liverpool, they face just 1 top 6 opponent in the following 11 game weeks. Teemu Pukki keeps his place amongst the forwards, returning an incredible average of 9.8 points per game so far. His total of 12 efforts on target is 4 more than any other player has managed, while only Sterling and Aguero have fired more shots inside the box. There's also a place for hat-trick hero Tammy Abraham, who ranks joint top with Aguero for goals scored so far. He showed a variety of finishes with 3 very different goals against Wolves. Lampard described them as a messy one, a good header and a fantastic feet and finish goal. Callum Wilson completes this wildcard draft, with the Bournemouth forward continuing to tick over with FPL returns, averaging 6.6 points per game. He may have only taken 6 shots this season, but they've all been from inside the box, and 5 have been deemed big chances. Only Deulofeu has produced more than his 9 attempted assists amongst forwards. The next 4 game weeks look promising for the Cherries from an attacking perspective, with trips to Southampton and Arsenal, and home fixtures against West Ham and Norwich. Norwich midfielder Cantwell comes in as cover on the bench, though it could be an option to utilise him in the starting 11 in the near future. Getting Salah back in down the line at the expense of either Son, Sterling or De Bruyne could be done by downgrading one of the forwards to Greenwood and promoting Cantwell. Lundstram keeps his place as a rotation option in defence, alongside Leicester's Soyuncu. The Foxes have conceded the joint fewest big chances this season, and have some favourable fixtures on the horizon. One of the main reasons for going without Salah in this draft is due to captaincy, and the plan will be to instead rely on Sterling, and perhaps even Heung-Min Son in the near future. A captaincy rotation between these two would include the following home fixtures over the next 8 game weeks. We saw an improved Watford side against Arsenal after the change in management, but Man City will be looking to bounce back from the defeat to Norwich. They remain first for goals scored, shots inside the box, shots on target and big chances this season.